Resale versus pre-construction homes. If you're in the market for a home and want to know what you should purchase, or if you want to know the difference between purchasing both, then this video is for you. My name's Tish and I'm a real estate agent in Ontario, Canada. If you're new here, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. I get calls, emails, and text messages from families and individuals just like you, and you, and you, and you, and you, looking to get more information on purchasing a home in Ontario. So if this is you, please reach. My contact information is in the description and also pinned in the first comment. So in this video, I'm going to cover 10 important factors to determine whether you should purchase a resale or pre-construction home, and really what the difference is between both. But my sixth tip is absolute crucial and could save you thousands. So please watch this video until the end. So let's begin. First thing we're going to cover is the definition between both. So a resale home is a home that's currently built. So this could be in a form of a condo, townhouse, semi-detached, or a detached home. Whereas a pre-construction home is a home that's not yet built. A pre-construction home purchase is typically when you're looking to purchase an agreement of sale from a builder with the promise that they're actually going to build your home in the future. So the second factor you want to consider is the condition of the home. When you purchase a resale home, you are purchasing it in its existing state. So you're getting that home in its present condition, and you're pretty much purchasing it as is. Whereas for a pre-construction home, you get to actually custom build this home and make it to your liking. It'll also be considered a new home. So you're not going to have, an older home, which is typically more common in resale purchases. Pre-construction homes also come with warranty, and you're purchasing a home that's never been lived in before. There are newer homes that are available on the resale side of things. So sometimes when a purchaser buys a pre-construction home, they close off on the home with the builder, they put it on sale on the MLS right away. So there are some inventory that's available that are new homes on the resale side of things, but you won't be able to actually custom build a home, and you may not be the first person who lived in the home. Third factor is location. So location is extremely important in determining whether or not you want to purchase resale or pre-construction, because in Ontario, we have a ton of resale options available, whereas the pre-construction options, especially for low-rise homes, so that's your townhouses, your semi-detached, your detached homes, are extremely limited. There's very few new home communities within Ontario. So, if you're looking for a home in a specific location, you may not have that option for a new home. It may have to boil down to just purchasing a resale home. So if you are looking to move or invest in a specific area, you may have to settle for a resale home because there may not be any new construction opportunities available. And sometimes we have new construction opportunities that are coming soon, but that could be years in advance. So it sometimes is a better option to get into the market, purchase a resale home in your ideal area, wait till you get that appreciation and equity in home value, and then you could upgrade or downsize or just do kind of a lateral move to a newer home once that new community is built. The fourth factor, which is so important, is down payment. So if you have your full down payment required, then you can jump in and purchase resale. So the down payment requirements for resale and pre-construction are the exact same, but the way it's paid is completely different. So the down payment requirements are 5% on the first $500,000, and then 10% on the portion above $500,000 up to just under $1 million. And then for any home purchases that are over $1 million, the down payment requirement is 20% of the purchase price. So when you purchase a resale home, you have to have your down payment requirement ready by your closing date. In fact, as soon as you put in an offer for a home, you have to put forth a small deposit as security for the home. So that deposit could be anywhere between $5,000 up to 5% of the purchase price. And so typically the closing date for resale homes are a lot sooner. So if you start home shopping now, you might be closing in 2 or 3 months. So, let's say you find your ideal home in 2 weeks, you put down your, $20,000 deposit, and then your closing date, which might be 2 months after, is when you would be required to put down your remaining down payment. So, with resale, the down payment requirement is typically due a lot sooner than pre-construction. So if you do not have your full down payment available, then pre-construction might be a better route for you because you do have your down payment that is paid as small deposits to the builder over an extended period of time. So let's say you decide to purchase a pre-construction home today. The down payment would be based on the deposit that the builder put in place. So the deposit requirement could be as small as 2.5% over the next couple of years until your home is built in 2 or 3 years. So you have that extended period of time to save and put money toward your home as small deposits to the builder. And then the remaining down payment, if there's anything left to be paid, will be due at closing. The factor is your move-in date. So this kind of touches on a few of the other factors that I mentioned before. But if you need to move in the next 3 months, 6 months, 8 months, pre-construction may not be the best option for you because it takes time to build a home, especially a condo. So for condos, it could take a couple of years for it to be built. A low-rise home like a townhouse, semi, or detached home could take upwards of a year or two to build. So if you're looking to move right now, pre-construction may not be the best option for you. Whereas with resale, there's a lot more flexibility. So if you're looking to, start home shopping now, usually the move-in dates are anywhere between 1 month to 3 months. But if you want to hold off on actually shopping because you want to move, let's say in a couple of months, like 6 months plus out, you have that option for resale. So there's a lot more options with move-in dates for resale than there are for pre-construction. Not to mention with pre-construction, you can experience potential delays, which is very common. Another factor to consider is maintenance. So for a resale home, typically it's going to require a bit more maintenance depending on the type of home you purchase. Might require a lot of maintenance than a pre-construction home. A newly built home with new appliances, new features, fixtures, that's going to typically have less maintenance than a resale older home. So, when it comes to maintenance, you want to definitely put this into perspective, and especially for investors. So for investors, if you're looking for a investment property that you want to rent out, if the home is older, you can expect that your tenants might give you a call and let you know that they need maintenance of the dishwasher, of the fridge, of the plumbing. So you may run into more maintenance responsibilities and more maintenance costs with an older investment property than a newer investment property. And with a pre-construction home, you actually have zero maintenance issues and zero maintenance costs until the home's actually built because you don't have a physical structure until completion. So you could avoid the headache of any maintenance issues while the home is being built. One factor is affordability. So pre-construction homes are going to be higher in price than resale homes. And that's a well-known fact. And the reason for that is because with pre-construction home, you're building a brand new home. So it's, a shiny new object that everyone loves and desires over an older resale home. So with pre-construction, typically the homes are a little bit higher in price. You can expect home prices to be about 10 to 15% more, really depending on the project area and the builder. But with resale homes, of course, you're going to have some flexibility with your pricing. So you can decide to, purchase in different areas based on different price points. And not to mention with resale homes, you have that option to negotiate the price point. Whereas with pre-construction, typically with builders, they don't like to negotiate the price that you pay for the home. This in mind, pre-construction homes tend to appreciate at a higher rate than resale homes. This is also why home builders tend to price their homes higher than resale homes because they are projecting that the price will appreciate in the next couple of years. Plus, there's more value because it's a newer home. In addition to that, you have upgrades that you can pay for. So there's the standard features that builders typically include in a pre-construction home, but there are people who spend 50, 100, up to 200,000 plus on upgrades for their home. So, that adds up. So, sometimes you need to look at, okay, is it worth it to purchase a pre-construction home because I want all these upgrades, or I can just purchase something that's more affordable, that's a resale and has some of my upgrades, and then I can put in my own money and have my own contractors do those upgrades for my resale home. So a lot to consider. Next, we're going to talk about closing costs. So closing costs is extremely important. A lot of home buyers tend to forget this factor when purchasing their home. Yes, down payment is important, but that closing cost will come to bite you if you don't know what it is. So good to understand it, good to know what it is. For resale homes, you typically need that closing cost at closing. So that could be in a matter of a couple of months, depending on when you purchase your home and when you decide to close on the home. And the closing cost could be anywhere between 2 to 3% of the purchase price. With pre-construction, the closing cost does vary and there's more factors that are considered. So there's something called development charges for pre-construction homes, and that's typically the cost of what the municipality puts on the builders for building a new community. So it could be the cost of roads in the area, of water treatment, of parks, schools to service that new community. So those levies, builders typically pass it onto the buyers. So it's important to ensure that those levies are either at $0, or if they are at a certain amount, that they are at least capped. That way you don't have any unexpected closing costs. But some additional closing costs could be, meter levies. However, the good thing is that you do have that longer period of time because the home is being built and won't be closing so soon for you to come up with those closing costs. Now let's talk about taxes. So when purchasing a resale home, there's no taxes. When purchasing a pre-construction home, you have to pay a tax on that purchase price. So typically that HST, which is 13% of the purchase price, if you intend to have this home as your primary residence, the builder will pay that on your behalf when you purchase, and typically that's included already in the purchase price. And then at closing, if you decide to continue to have it as your primary home, you don't have to pay any additional HST fee. But if you do decide to have this home as an investment property, you will have to pay that 13% HST at closing. The good thing is if you do decide to live in the home, or if you rent out the home for at least 1 year and you don't sell it for that year, after possession and closing, you do get to claim that HST back as a rebate by applying to CRA. And last but not least is tenant management. So with a resale home, you become a landlord right away. You have to manage that investment property as soon as you close, unless you decide to hire a property management company, which some of my investor clients prefer doing because it's just one less thing that you have to worry about. And believe you me, being a landlord is a job. It is a job, and it does come with responsibility when you're a good landlord. I'm speaking from experience. Trust me, I know. And with pre-construction, while your investment property is being built, guess what? You don't have any tenants to worry about. The home's not built, right? So you have that kind of peace of mind of knowing that you don't have to worry about finding a tenant or managing a tenant until the home's actually complete in the next couple of years. Thanks so much for watching. If you gained value from this video, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Get in touch with me and my team. We'd love to help you with your move or investment purchase. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day.